Picture this. It's 2 a.m. You are deep in the comment section, typing a furious reply to Patriot Eagle 99. He just insulted your intelligence, your country, and your taste in movies. You are shaking with rage. You hit send, feeling like you won the debate. Congratulations. You just lost an argument to a piece of code running on a laptop in a basement half a world away. You aren't fighting a person. You are fighting a script. This is the dead internet theory in action. We assume the internet is a public town square. It's not. It is a haunted house filled with echoes. From political outrage to those glowing 5-star reviews on Amazon, millions of these voices are completely fake. They are designed to hijack your brain, empty your wallet, and steal your vote. And the scariest part? You can't tell the difference anymore. Who are you really arguing with? Let's find out. To understand the cheat code, you have to understand the player, you. Humans are herd animals. It's simple biology. If you are walking down the street and see 3 people looking up at the sky, you ignore them. But if you see a crowd of 50 people looking up, pointing and screaming, you stop. You look up. You panic. This is called social proof. We outsource our judgment to the tribe because historically the tribe kept us alive. In the digital age, the tribe is the comment section. When you buy a toothbrush on Amazon, you don't test the bristles in a lab, you check the stars. 4.8 stars with 2,000 reviews, you click Add to Cart. When you watch a YouTube video on politics, you scroll down to see what the consensus is before you even form your own opinion. For a brief, shining moment in internet history, this system actually worked. Word of mouth was the most powerful marketing tool in existence because it was honest. If a product sucked, the mob destroyed it. If a politician lied, the forums exposed them. But then the corporate world realized something dangerous. Wait, if the crowd decides the truth, why don't we just buy the crowd? Enter the concept of astroturfing. Real movements are grassroots. They grow naturally from the soil up. Astroturfing is fake. Plastic grass rolled out by a corporation to look like a movement. It started small. A struggling author buying 10 reviews to get noticed. A startup founder creating fake accounts to hype their own app. It felt harmless, but capital demands scale. Why buy 10 reviews when you can buy 10,000? Why debate a policy when you can deploy an army of phantom citizens to shout down the opposition? Suddenly, the town square wasn't filled with people anymore. It was filled with puppets. And because they looked like us, spoke like us, and used the same emojis as us, and we let them in. We opened the gates to the Trojan horse thinking it was just a gift from the neighbors. Welcome to the engine room of the fake internet. When you imagine a hacker manipulating the web, you probably picture a guy in a hoodie typing fast in a dark room. That is a Hollywood myth. The reality is much more industrial and much more boring. It looks like a warehouse in Shenzhen or a basement in Eastern Europe. Imagine racks upon racks of metal shelves holding thousands of cheap smartphones, all plugged into massive charging hubs. They are buzzing, flashing, and scrolling 24 hours a day. This is a click farm. In the early days, these phones were operated by low-wage workers, real people sitting in rows, manually liking posts, watching videos, and writing generic comments like "great video" or "nice product," just to earn a few cents per hour. It was sweatshop labor for digital clout, but humans are inefficient. So, the farms evolved. Now those thousands of phones are controlled by a single computer. One person can command 10,000 identities at once. They can simulate human behavior, scrolling for 30 seconds, pausing on a photo, and then leaving a comment to trick the anti-spam algorithms. And what are they selling? They aren't just selling likes, they are selling reality. Take Amazon, for instance. Have you ever heard of brushing? It's when a bot farm uses a compromised account to buy a cheap product and ship it to a random address, maybe even yours. Why? Because once the package is delivered, the system allows them to write a verified purchase review. Suddenly, a cheap, exploding phone charger has 5,000 five-star reviews calling it life-changing. You buy it, it melts, You lose, the bot farm wins, but that's just retail. The real money and the real danger is in ideology. This is where the glitch becomes a crisis. Political operatives and state-sponsored actors realize that you don't need to win an argument to win the war. You just need to make the room so loud that no one can hear the truth. They deploy rage bots. These aren't designed to praise, they are designed to attack. Here's the playbook. A controversial news story drops. Within seconds, thousands of bots flood the comments. Half of them scream extreme left-wing slogans. The other half scream extreme right-wing insults. They upvote each other. They reply to each other. They create a simulated war zone. A real human enters the chat, sees the chaos, and thinks, wow, everyone is so divided. The world is falling apart. But the world isn't falling apart. The algorithm is just prioritizing engagement, and nothing engages humans more than conflict. The bots light the match, and we burn ourselves trying to put it out. And just when we thought we could catch them, along came generative AI. Before bots were dumb, they copied and pasted the same text. You could spot them. Now, they are powered by large language models. They can write unique, witty, grammatically correct, and context-specific insults. They can reference pop culture. They can be sarcastic. We have moved from click farms to intelligence farms. The glitch isn't just a bug in the system anymore, it is the system. The viral trend you are angry about, it was likely purchased. The consensus you are afraid of, it was manufactured. You are screaming into the void, but the void has a budget, an agenda, and millions of accounts. So, why does this matter? If we know the internet is fake, why do we still let it control our emotions? Because your brain is a lazy detective. Let's use a simple analogy. The two restaurants. You are walking down a street in a new city, looking for dinner. You see two Italian places right next to each other. Restaurant A is completely empty. You can hear the crickets. Restaurant B is packed, with a line out the door and people laughing inside. Which one do you choose? You choose B every time. Your brain takes a mental shortcut. Crowded means good. Empty means suspicious. This served us well on the savannah, but on the internet, this shortcut is a trap. Bot farms are the digital equivalent of hiring 100 actors to sit in an empty restaurant and pretend to enjoy the food. They manufacture the crowd to trick you into joining the line. This creates the bandwagon effect. You trust the product only because others seem to trust it, but it gets darker. When this weapon is turned against our opinions, it triggers a psychological phenomenon called the spiral of silence. Imagine you watch a video and you actually like it. You scroll down to comment, but you see a wall of hate. 500 comments calling the creator a fraud, a liar, and an idiot. What do? Most likely, you delete your comment. You stay quiet. You think, wow, I must be wrong. Everyone else hates this. You feel isolated. You feel like the minority. But here is the twist. You aren't the minority. You are the silent majority. The everyone who hates it. It's just one guy with a script and a credit card. By flooding the zone with fake negativity, they silence the real positivity. They don't just change the conversation. They delete the opposition without banning a single account. They bully you into silence using ghosts. This is how reality is hacked. If you repeat a lie enough times and simulate enough people agreeing with that lie, the human brain starts to accept it as truth. We are social creatures terrified of rejection. And the bot masters know that if they can make you feel alone, they own you. So, is the internet dead? Maybe not dead, but it is certainly infected. The truth is, we can't stop the farms. As long as there is money and manipulation, there will be budget for bots. The algorithms reward engagement, and rage is the most engaging fuel on the planet. But while we can't fix the machine, we can upgrade our own defenses. Here is the verdict. The only winning move is not to play. Next time you see a comment that makes your blood boil, pause. Remember the 3-second rule. Ask yourself, is this a human being having a bad day, or is this a script designed to keep me on this app for 10 more minutes? 9 times out of 10, it's the script. Don't reply. Don't downvote. Don't even screenshot it, just scroll. Every second you spend arguing with a ghost is a second of your finite life, donated to a corporation's quarterly earnings. Starve the algorithm of your attention. Treat the internet like a haunted house. Enjoy the ride, scream at the jump scares if you want, but never forget that the monsters are just rubber masks and special effects. Do not let them dictate your reality. Your attention is the most valuable resource in the digital economy. Stop spending it on counterfeits. Music swell, mysterious to uplifting. If you want to navigate this digital minefield without losing your mind, you need the right map. We are building that map right here. Subscribe to the channel to join the few who are still awake. Let's decode the noise and find the signal together. Thanks for watching.